Hi everybody, this is Johnny Vasquez, founder of New Stitch A Day, and in today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to knit the lace and cable stitch. How to knit the lace and cable stitch, English style, left-handed. For this tutorial, you will need a pair of knitting needles. Special thanks to our sponsor Skacel for providing today's needles. Today, we are using their Addy Lace Interchangeable Clicks in the size 8. A cable needle. Today we are using their Cotton Ease line in the color Lime. For this stitch, you'll need to know the following techniques: knit, purl, yarn over, knit 2 together, knit 2 together through the back loop, knit through the back loop, purl through the back loop, slip stitch, pass slip stitch over. This cable stitch is worked over 21 stitches on a stockinette background. Now for this pattern, I've added 3 stitches to the beginning and to the end for our stockinette background, but I won't be including those in the instructions for each row. Row 1. Beginning on the right side of our pattern, we are going to purl 2. Next, we're going to knit through the back loop 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to knit 1, then we'll yarn over and knit 2 together through the back loop. So we're going to go into both stitches, going through the back loop, and then knitting 2 together. Then we're going to knit 3, then we're going to knit 2 together, then we will yarn over, knit 1, and then knit through the back loop 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll finish up by purling 2. Row 2, we're going to begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to purl through the back loop 4 times. So we'll bring the yarn in front, we're going to come through the back loop of our next stitch, bring our needle around and purl that. We'll do that a total of 4 times. Okay, that's 3. And because these were twisted through the back loop on the previous row, we're actually twisting them again, so this is going to create almost like a braided stockinette stitch as we go along. Alright, so now we're going to knit 1, then we are going to purl 7, and we will knit 1 again. Then we are going to purl through the back loop 4 more times. Okay, and we'll finish up by knitting 2. Row 3. We're going to begin by purling 2. Then we're going to knit through the back loop 4 times. Then we're going to knit 2. Then we will yarn over, knit 2 together through the back loop. Then we're going to knit 1. Then we will knit 2 together and yarn over. Then we'll knit 2 and knit through the back loop 4 times. And we'll finish up by purling 2. Row 4. We're going to begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to purl through the back loop 4 times. Next we'll knit 1. Then we're going to purl 7. Then we'll knit 1 again. And we will purl through the back loop 4 times. Missed that stitch there. Alright, so that's 2, 3, and 4, and then we are going to finish up by knitting 2. Row 5. We're going to begin by purling 2. Then we're going to do a cable back 4 front. So if that sounds confusing, don't worry, I understand. We're going to take our cable needle and we're going to slip the next 2 stitches off of our main needle. We're going to hold them in front of our work. Okay, so when it's saying cable back, it's not meaning hold it back. The cable back is to knit into the back stitch. So we're going to knit into the back of the next 2 stitches on our main needle, and then we will hold our cable needle and knit into the back of those 2 stitches. So that's what the cable back means in the cable back 4 front, because we're still holding the needle in front. We just want the stitches to twist as we work them. So we're going to set this aside for right now, and we will continue by knitting 3. Alright, now we're going to yarn over, then we will slip 1 purlwise, and then knit 2 together. Then we're going to pass the slip stitch over the knit 2 together. We're going to yarn over again and knit 3. Then we're going to do a cable back 4 back. So we'll take the next 2 stitches off of our main needle, slip them onto our cable needle, and hold them behind our work. Then we're going to knit into the back stitch of the next 2 stitches on our main needle. And then we will knit into the back of the 2 stitches on our cable needle. Alright, so we'll set our cable needle aside, and we are going to finish up by purling 2. Row 6, we're going to begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to purl through the back loop 4 times. Then we'll knit 1 and purl 7. Then we'll knit 1, and we're going to purl through the back loop 4 more times. And we're going to finish up by knitting 2. Row 7, we're going to begin by purling 2. Then we're going to knit through the back loop 4 times. Then we'll knit 9. Then we're going to knit through the back loop again 4 times. And we'll finish up by purling 2. Row 8, we're going to begin by knitting 2. Then we're going to purl through the back loop 4 times. Next we're going to knit 1, and then we will purl 7. Then we'll knit 1 again and purl through the back loop 4 times. Finally, we'll knit 2. So we're going to repeat rows 1 through 8 until we've reached our desired length. And that's how you knit the lace and cable stitch. After a few repeats, your pattern should look like this. Want more New Stitch a Day? Check out our website at newstitchaday.com.